What really matters to your child? Every parent, at some point, wonders what truly matters to their child. Is it the time dedicated to them? Words of encouragement, support for their choices? The truth is, in a world where information and external influences are increasingly abundant, children's emotional and psychological needs are often overshadowed. In this piece, we will explore what really matters to children, beyond what society often considers important. What has the biggest impact on their lives? What are the essential elements for a healthy parent-child relationship? Let's reflect on how parents can connect more deeply with their children, meeting not only their material needs, but also their emotional, affective, and psychological ones. The importance of quality time. Being present in your child's life in the midst of a fast-paced routine, with work commitments, daily tasks, and the pressure to meet all the family's material needs. Many parents wonder if they are truly present in their children's lives. And when it comes to a child, being physically present is not enough. What really matters to a child is the quality time shared with their parents, a time where attention and love are the priorities. Studies have shown that while children may not remember every gift given or every item acquired, they remember the shared experiences. It is the time spent playing together, listening to their stories, sharing laughs, or even facing challenges side by side that truly impacts a child's heart. This quality time is what creates lasting memories and strengthens the emotional connection between parents and children. Therefore, it doesn't matter how much time you spend with your child, but rather how that time is invested. When you dedicate yourself entirely to the moment, without distractions, and share activities you both enjoy, you are creating a strong and healthy bond that will be remembered for a lifetime. The value of communication. Listening to what your child really needs to say. One of the most important aspects of building a healthy parent-child relationship is open communication. The way parents communicate with their children can directly impact how a child feels valued and understood. Often, parents are so focused on teaching or correcting that they end up not truly hearing what their children are trying to express. What really matters to your child is the feeling of being heard. Children, even at a young age, have complex emotions, and their words, however simple, reflect their inner needs. Listening without judgment, without interrupting, and without immediately trying to correct, allows the child to feel safe to express themselves. This kind of active listening strengthens the relationship and sends the clear message: your voice matters. By practicing effective communication, parents demonstrate not only an interest in their children's words, but also a willingness to understand their emotions and points of view. This creates an environment of trust and mutual respect, where children feel encouraged to open up and seek support during difficult times. The importance of unconditional love. Creating a safe and nurturing environment. Unconditional love is, without a doubt, one of the greatest gifts a parent can offer their child. But what does this really mean in daily life? Unconditional love is not just a verbal expression, but a constant practice of acceptance and support, regardless of what happens. For a child, what really matters is knowing that a father's love does not depend on their achievements or their behavior. When parents show unconditional love, they create a safe and nurturing environment where the child feels protected, accepted, and valued, regardless of their failures or difficulties. This type of love allows a child to feel free to grow, explore, and learn, without the fear of being judged or rejected. A child who feels this true love will be more confident in their abilities, more open to facing challenges, and more secure in their own choices. Unconditional love also teaches children the true meaning of forgiveness, patience, and resilience. Teaching by example. The impact of a parent's actions on a child's behavior. When it comes to teaching children what really matters, parents must remember that actions speak louder than words. The way a father behaves in daily life, how he handles challenges, how he respects others, and how he communicates serves as a model for his child. Children observe attentively and tend to imitate their parents' behavior. What really matters to your child is seeing that love, respect, and kindness are not just spoken words, but principles lived out in daily life. Parents should be examples of how to deal with frustrating and challenging situations calmly and respectfully. They must demonstrate, through their actions, how to make responsible decisions, handle emotions, and respect others. This goes far beyond simple speeches. It's about building a solid foundation of values through practical examples. Parents who practice what they preach help shape their child's values, providing them with the tools to act ethically and empathetically in the world. Teaching by example is one of the most powerful ways to impact a child's life. As it is in daily behavior, the children build the worldview they will carry with them for a lifetime. The need for boundaries, how to define what's right and wrong. While love and understanding are fundamental to a child's development, defining clear boundaries also plays a crucial role. The truth is that children, while they seek affection and love, also need structure and direction to feel safe and understood. What really matters to your child, often, is knowing where the limits are and what is expected of them. Parents who set clear rules and expectations create a safe and predictable environment where children can explore the world, knowing there is a foundation they can rely on. Healthy boundaries help children develop self-control and understand responsibility for their actions. However, it is important that boundaries are set with kindness and respect, and not as a form of harsh punishment. Parents must be consistent, but also willing to listen and adjust the rules when necessary, ensuring that the child understands the reasons behind the rules and how they are important for everyone's well-being. The impact of emotional support. How parental psychological support shapes a child. A father's emotional support has a profound impact on a child's psychological development. What really matters to your child is knowing that, in any situation, they have their parents' support and understanding, whether in moments of happiness or life's challenges. Knowing that a father is there, too. Offer emotional support creates a sense of security and belonging that is essential for a child's psychological well-being. Children who grow up with parents who provide consistent emotional support tend to develop stronger emotional intelligence, which helps them better cope with frustrations, fears, and even relationships with others. The father who offers this support goes beyond being just a material provider. He becomes an emotional anchor for his child, teaching them how to manage and express their own emotions in a healthy way. In difficult times, the simple act of a father listening and validating his child's feelings can make a big difference. This psychological support strengthens a child's resilience, allowing them to face the world with more confidence, knowing they have an emotional safety net at home. The importance of time together. Strengthening family bonds. Sometimes, what really matters to your child is not expensive gifts or eloquent words, but simply the time you spend with them. In today's world, where schedules are tight and responsibilities seem endless, time dedicated exclusively to the family has become an increasingly valuable resource. For the child, having exclusive moments with their parents, whether for a conversation, a game, or even a quiet activity, creates lasting, effective memories. This time together doesn't need to be elaborate or planned. It can be as simple as a family dinner, a walk in the park, or even an afternoon watching movies together. What really matters is that, in these moments, the child feels they are receiving full attention and genuine dedication. These moments of connection help strengthen family bonds, promoting love, trust, and mutual respect. Creating space for family moments where everyone can interact without haste and without external distractions has a positive impact on a child's development and strengthens the emotional foundation of the family. The time dedicated to a child is an investment that never stops yielding results, as the greatest connections are built in the small things. The influence of fatherhood on a child's social behavior. Fathers play a fundamental role in shaping their children's social behavior. From a young age, children observe how their parents interact with others, how they treat friends, colleagues, and even strangers. What really matters to your child is the social model you provide. They learn how to treat others with respect, how to resolve conflicts peacefully, and how to express empathy from their parents' behavior. A father who demonstrates good social skills, who is polite, respectful, and fair, is teaching his child to behave the same way. Fatherhood goes beyond teaching rules of coexistence. It involves showing how to act with others and how to build healthy relationships. This includes respect for differences, the ability to listen, and how to resolve disagreements constructively. Children who grow up observing parents who practice good social relations tend to replicate this behavior in their own interactions. This creates a solid foundation for the development of positive social skills, which are essential for success in school, at work, and, of course, in personal relationships throughout life. Character building, teaching responsibility and morality. What really matters to your child is learning the value of responsibility and morality. Parents play a crucial role in shaping their children's character, teaching them what is right and wrong, how to take on responsibilities, and how to deal with the consequences of their own actions. From an early age, children need to learn that choices have consequences. A father who demonstrates how to make responsible decisions and how to behave ethically is, in fact, helping his child become a person with solid principles. Teaching a child to respect rules, to be honest, and to take responsibility for their mistakes is one of the most powerful ways to form a strong and upright character. By applying these lessons in daily life, a father helps his child understand that being a good person doesn't just depend on following rules but on acting with kindness, compassion, and respect for others. This is the foundation for building not only a good citizen, but a person who lives according to moral values that will guide them throughout life. Fatherhood in the modern world. Balancing expectations and reality. Fatherhood in the modern world presents unique challenges. What really matters to your child is realizing that, although expectations are high and social pressure is constant, a parent's love and support are what truly make a difference. In a world full of information and external influences, children need to know that their parents' presence is the greatest gift they can receive. The balance between work, social responsibilities, and family expectations can be difficult to achieve. However, what really matters to your child is not material possessions or goals achieved, but the genuine commitment of a father who is willing to stand by them in both good and difficult times. While parents seek to build a stable life for their families, it is essential that they dedicate time and attention to strengthening family bonds and supporting their children emotionally. Being a present father is more than being physically available. It's actively getting involved, listening to their concerns, following their development, and being a constant source of emotional support. In a world that constantly demands more, it is essential to remember that what really matters to your child is quality time, genuine presence, and unconditional love. What really matters to your child? The true essence of fatherhood is not in grand achievements or the material objects you can provide. What really matters to your child are the shared experiences, genuine love, unconditional support, and the time you invest in being present in their life. Children don't just remember what you did for them, but how you made them feel loved, safe, and valuable. At the end of the day, what really matters is the emotional connection you build with your child, the example you set, and the solid foundation of love and respect you create. What really matters to your child is knowing that, regardless of the circumstances, they can always count on you. As a father, this is the greatest emotional inheritance you can leave for them. Now, reflect on what truly matters to your child. Have you dedicated quality time to them? Have you expressed your love genuinely and consistently? Share your experiences and ideas with other parents to build a support network where everyone can learn together. If you believe that fatherhood is about being present and supportive, subscribe to the channel Light in Fatherhood and join us on the journey of building deeper connections with our children. Let's ensure that what really matters to our children is the love, presence, and support we offer every day.